Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to do just kind of a quick review for you guys on the Ecotrix Fat Tire e-bike. I hadn't seen too many reviews on this bike, so I thought I'd kind of give you guys my 2 cents based on my experience and let you know what I thought about it. One thing I should mention real quick too is I actually found a pretty good deal on this bike. You can actually get it cheaper than what even their website lists at. I'll put a link below in the description so you can check that out if you're interested in picking one up. Okay, so the Ecotrix e-bike. Man, I did a lot of research on e-bikes. I looked at everything from rad power bikes, more specifically like the Rad Rover, Volt bike, man, you name it. Probably looked at 20 different companies before kind of settling on this one, and I'll tell you right off the get-go, I'm extremely happy with this bike. In my opinion, this bike is as good, if not better, than the Rad Rover, which costs around $1,500. This bike can be had for well under $1,000. So there's really two key things you want to look at when you're buying an e-bike. The battery and the motor. Those are by far the most expensive things on an e-bike. They account for 75% of the cost of the entire bike. And they're the two most expensive things that to fix if they need to be repaired or if they fail on you. And that's why I like the Ecotrix so much, because they use a good motor and they use a good battery. The motor is made by Bafang. If you're not familiar with them, they're the largest electric motor maker in the world. They're a Chinese company, but don't let that put you off. They make exceptionally good motors. If you go on Reddit and different forums and look it up, a lot of guys buy Bafang motors for their own bikes as to make your own e-bike. If you want something like really more powerful, they make some very powerful motors, but this one's a very, very good quality motor. It's going to last for a really long time. The battery it took me a while to find out actually what the cells were in the battery, but after doing a lot of digging, they're actually Panasonic cells, which is really good. Those are the ones, they're not the same exact cells that Tesla uses in their cars, but they are Panasonic cells, which is the same brand, same style of battery that Tesla uses in their cars. So they're very, very good motor, very good batteries. That alone surprised me. I really didn't expect that kind of quality in a bike this cheap. In my opinion, this bike should be priced about the same price as the Rad Rover. It's almost identical in specs and quality. Now the frame you don't have to worry about. I mean, frames, the way they're welded now, they're not going to break on you. Believe me, they're not. This one's exceptionally solid, surprisingly rigid in a good way. Now, there is no suspension on this bike, but don't let that put you off. Because it's a fat tire bike. Most fat tire bikes, even if you look into the higher end ones like by Specialized and stuff, I'm talking normal bikes, don't have suspensions because the fat tires themselves are the suspension. And this one's no exception. It's a very cushy ride. I wouldn't want a suspension on this bike, to be honest with you. It uses a Shimano drivetrain, nothing fancy, but not bad. At least it is a name brand Shimano one. I mean, it's a lot better than a cheap knockoff style one. So it is a legit Shimano system. Mechanical disc brakes, which stop exceptionally fast, very, very well. And they do have cutoffs on them, which is really nice. I didn't think they would initially have that for a bike of this price. But what that means is when you pull the brake, it disengages the motor. So you're not like fighting the motor if you accidentally forget to lay off the throttle or something like that. When you brake, it's not going to fight the motor to stop the thing, so you can stop a lot quicker, which is important because these bikes can go really fast. And I guess I'll get to that now. 500 watt motor, 36 volt battery, 12 amp hours. What does that all mean? Well, let me put it this way. I'm about 240 pounds, and this bike will pin me at 20 miles per hour, which is the top rated speed for this bike. Now, I should mention too, you can actually up that to 25. I won't get into that on this video, but if you do a little bit of research, it's really easy. You just hold 2 buttons down, get into the settings menu, and up the max speed by 5 miles an hour, and it'll do 25. And it will do that no problem. Like I said, I'm a big guy, 240 pounds. This thing will pull hard acceleration wise and get up to 20 miles an hour really fast. It will do inclines up to 15 degrees, no problem. Go up hills, off-road, extremely powerful. As far as range goes, like I said, I'm on the heavier side. Typically, if you're going just pure throttle without pedaling at all, it'll do about 20 miles. If you're pedaling with it, and I mean very, very lightly, just basically kind of moving your legs, it'll easily do 30 miles. So that's really, really good range. I've yet to go on a 20-mile bike ride. That is a long way to go on a bike. So pretty much any range you're ever going to do on it, it will handle. But yeah, I'm extremely surprised, or I was extremely surprised with the quality and the speed of this bike for the money. And like I said, I have no affiliation with EcoTric or anything like that. This is just all purely my opinion. Yeah, so anyway, highly recommend this bike. Remember, you can get it cheaper than on their website if you use the link below, which I will leave in the description. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have one, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. I'd be happy to hear, or if you have any questions on it too, I'd be happy to answer those for you if you leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.